All right, guys. So to make a pattern in Photoshop, what you're gonna do first is just go to File, and you're gonna go down to New. And this file you want to make very small, so you want to make sure you're working in inches, not pixels. But call it something like half an inch or an inch. I would not go real large because then your pattern is gonna be way too big. So I'm gonna go 0.5 for width, 0.5 for height, 300 for my resolution. It's all set in inches. I'm going to hit OK then. All right, now on here, I'm going to use my magnifying glass just to zoom in and kind of make it bigger so I can work a little bit larger. And then all I'm doing is making something. Like you could literally go and draw, let's say with, some colors. Shrink down my brush here and just make a design. Okay. Obviously that one's a little bit light, so maybe I bump it up here. Okay, I can get like a hard edge brush and I can change colors. So there I'm just making, for a pattern or some kind of a texture, you probably want to do something that repeats, but it doesn't have to. Okay, so don't feel like you need it to. All right, so once I kind of have something I like, this could work. I'm going to then go to Edit. I'm going to go down to Define Pattern, which is similar to Define Brush Preset. Okay, so Define Pattern. And I'm just going to title it. So, Dots Pattern. Hit OK. Now, I'm going to go back to my duck or whatever file I'm working in, okay? And I want to go and I'm going to make a layer that's just kind of below this green duck stuff, but above the regular background. And then I'm using, it's not the clone stamp, it's the pattern stamp tool. So when you click on that, you can go down over here and choose what pattern you want. So I already have a bunch I've made. So I'm going to go to my dots. And then whatever brush size you choose, you can then just paint it into the background. You could paint it into the foreground too. And that one, it's showing up a little bit less intense because the opacity was down. So if I wanted to have it like fade in and out, then I could like lower the opacity at some parts, put it a little bit higher at others. You can go in and like probably erase it with a lower opacity too. Okay, so anything that you do is going to work. Like I said, you can make it tessellate where it actually fits into the other pattern, but you'd have to kind of think about how you would do it, like line stuff up so that one sphere goes into another. All right? Does that make sense?